feel that, oh, I'm sitting here wasting, like, do you feel guilty that, okay, I don't know whether I'll get something out of this session or not? And like, am I wasting my time? Do you feel guilty sitting down and watching certain things or being in this session? Are you feeling guilty about it? Thanks for sharing. Always loaded with work. So, and do you get irritated but still continue doing everything? No? Sometimes you feel like you want to say no, I cannot do it anymore. But still you continue doing everything. Are you someone like that? You are really irritated, like, it's high time, like, someone should understand that I cannot do so much, but still you continue doing it. Are you someone of that? Next question is, do you avoid asking for help and then feel resentful? Like, do you feel that if I ask for help, maybe it looks bad, or maybe someone will think that इतना भी नहीं आता है तुमको, कोई ये सोचेगा कि भाई तुमको इतना भी नहीं आता है, या यू फील रिसेंटफुल कि भाई अरे किसी ने समझना चाहिए कि मैं सब चीज कैसे करूँ, कुछ कुछ लोगों ने मुझे हेल्प करना चाहिए. डू यू फील दैट? इफ यस, यू आर नॉट अलोन. If all these questions, somewhere you are falling in all these questions, then you are not alone. Yeah, you cannot satisfy everyone. That is very true. Whether आप 24 घंटे भी काम कर लो, you will not be able to satisfy everyone. That is true. So you are not alone. And but you have to realize that this is not leadership also. What is leadership? Most of us are living with this identity. The old identity, identity that we carry is, I have to do everything to keep things together. Let's work on creating and listening to ourselves. Why do you have this thing in your mind that I have to do everything to keep things together? I am like a bond between everyone so that everyone stays together. That is a feeling that you have. That is an identity that you have created for yourself. If I don't do this, my children won't do it, or no one will do it आगे जाके. So I have to do it. That have to needs to change. I have to. I should do it. That word, that should and have, should needs to be changed, and we will be creating a new identity for us. I create systems, I create boundary and support, so everyone runs without me breaking. Like, everything goes on in the house without, if I'm there or if I'm not there, still the things keep on working. So I create systems and I create boundaries and I support. That is the shift we are creating today. Are you with me? If you are with me, just give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Just give a thumbs up if you all are with me. I see Tasneem Ben reacting. Thank you, Tasneem Ben, for being such a sport. So let me share my story with you. I was doing everything, everything, like whatever I could. When the buy did not come, I was the buy. When the tutor did not come, I was the tutor for my child. When the cook did not come, I was cooking the food, everything. But then I realized that I don't have time for myself. I wasn't leading my home. I was just surviving. I was just in the survival mode. Sometimes I wanted to say no, but I felt like, who will do it? If I don't do it, who will do it? And then I took up the responsibility, I will do it. Okay. But doing all these chores, mentally tracking everything, sometimes I cried for feeling not unappreciated. Many times I was not appreciated for whatever I was doing. And I also created hurt because I did not get time for myself. I also wanted to watch Netflix series. I also wanted to go out with my friends. I also wanted to enjoy my life. But I did not have time for doing all these things. This is not a life of a leadership. That is what I felt. This is a cycle of silent burnout. And I said, from that day onwards, I got a realization, and I said, no more, and started working on myself. You cannot change anything outside until you decide to change yourself. You heard it right. You cannot change anything outside until you decide to change yourself. And in this session, I'm going to show you exactly how to shift from exhaustion to structure, from doing everything to leading with ease. Are you ready to step into your queen energy? You are not the worker of the house, but you are the queen of the house. Are you with me? Are you with me? Do you want to become the queen of your house? Thank you, Tasneem. What about others? I think all are very busy in their own. Thank you, Vishalakshi. What about others? If you can also share, are you ready to step into your queen energy? If yes, let's go ahead. So I will share few stories of few different type of women that are like you can fall in one of them. I was also one of them, right? Invisible woman. So she woke up every day. She made the breakfast. She made the tiffin. Did the cleaning. सब कुछ सब कुछ manage किया. And at night, she finally sat down, still thinking कि भाई कल क्या बनाना है. दूध खत्म हो गया है. स्कूल का काम करना है. Like she was also working woman. So ग्रोसरी मंगाना है. बिग बास्केट से ये मंगाना है. मिंत्रा से ये ऑर्डर करना है. All those things. So even though her work got over, but her mind never rested. Then there was second woman. She pretended to be very strong. She said proudly that मैं सब काम अपने हाथ से कर लेती. मुझे किसी की जरूरत नहीं है. मुझे कोई हेल्प की जरूरत नहीं है. बट आगे जाके क्या हुआ? Slowly she felt irritated, she felt unappreciated, and she felt like she is all alone doing everything. जब आप सब खुद करते हो, people assume that you don't need help. And what happens? People feel कि ये सब कर लेगी. I don't need to help her anything. I don't need to give her any help, right? And the third type of female, and maybe this is your story. You are doing everything, but somewhere inside you are tired. You feel unseen. You feel बस अब नहीं होता है. And still you continue. Now I want you to reflect honestly. When do I feel like a worker in my house? If you have a pen and paper, you can write it down in your book. If you don't have a pen and paper, you can use your mobile or you can use whatever is in your hand and write down and ask yourself, when do you feel like a worker in your own home? जब आपकी बाई नहीं आती है, बाई भी अलग अलग काम की रहती है ना भाई. एक झाड़ू पोछे वाली रहती है, कुक रहती है, फिर मे बी द कुक ऑल्सो डज द cleaning, or maybe the jhadu pucha wala does the cleaning. Then, but as a wife or as a woman of the house, there are n number of things that we have to do. So, when do you feel like a worker in your own house? Let me give you some examples. When you're doing things, even when you're exhausted, when you feel that I can't even sit unless everything is done. Many women I have seen, they don't even have their breakfast until they cook everything. सारा खाना पक जाएगा, उसके बाद में वो खाना खाएंगे, उसके बाद में वो नाश्ता करते हैं, बिकॉज दे फील कि भाई दिन में आराम से बैठ के नाश्ता कर सकते हैं. आर यू वन ऑफ दोज? मीन्स यू विल फर्स्ट कंप्लीट एवरीथिंग इन द हाउस. वॉशिंग मशीन लग जा रही है, कपड़े धल जा रहे हैं, क्लीनिंग हो गया, उसके बाद में आप बैठ के नाश्ता करोगे. When my mind never switches off, when you keep going, even when you feel irritated from inside, like you don't want to do it, you cannot say no, you want to say no, but you keep on going. When I'm questioned, I feel very low. What question? What question are people ask? Like, what are you? When I am questioned, I feel very low. What question? Like, I did not get the what are you trying to share? Can you elaborate on that? When I'm questioned, I feel very low. I did not get that this evening. Okay. Why this work is not done? Okay. Someone asked you like why this work is not done, and how could you forget it? Okay. That it is then you feel you don't feel like you're not appreciated for whatever you have done, but only pointed out for the things that you haven't done. That happens, right, in the house. Now, why it happens is because you have taken up the responsibility of doing everything. True. So what is happening is you are feeling like a worker when your presence is valued only when for whatever you are doing. So what are the beliefs you are keeping you stuck? Let's talk about that. There are certain beliefs that we carry. Some beliefs that we carry from our home, that is our maternal home. Some beliefs that we pick up from our in-laws' house, and some beliefs we develop when we are actually building our house, or maybe we are, slowly and gradually having that family. So we slowly and gradually come to know about it. So if I don't do it, it won't happen. इट वोंट बी डन राइट. ऐसा सोचते हैं आप कि अगर मैं नहीं करूंगी तो कुछ भी चीज सही नहीं होगी. मेनी पीपल थिंक दैट वे. दिस इज अ बिलीव दैट पीपल कैरी कि अगर मैं नहीं करूंगी तो बराबर नहीं होगा काम, और अगर मैं करूंगी तो काम जल्दी हो जाएगा. मैं फटाफट फटाफट कर दूंगी और इन लोगों को किसी को दूंगी तो इन लोग बहुत टाइम लगाएंगे. हैपेंस विथ यू. एंड और थर्ड वन इज, डू यू फील लाइक अ गुड वुमेन, जैसे एक अच्छी औरत कौन होती है जो सारा काम चुपचाप कर लेती. दैट मीन्स यू आर अ गुड वुमेन. So for getting that tag of being a good woman, you try to do everything. And fourth is, if you ask for help, means I am weak, means I don't know certain things. अगर आप बोलते हो कि भाई नहीं, चलो आज रोटी बाहर से मंगा लेते हैं, या फिर आज मिठाई बाहर से मंगा लेते हैं, या फिर आज थोड़ा सा खाना बाहर से मंगा लेते हैं, या फिर अपन एक मेड, इसके ऊपर आजकल तो मेरे को लगता है कि मुंबई एंड हैदराबाद मस्ट बी ऑल्सो हैविंग इट, कि यू जस्ट हैव टू गो टू एन ऐप एंड वो मेड आके एक मतलब हाउसकीपिंग स्टाफ आके आपका घर साफ करके चला जाता है, राइट. बट यू फील कि नहीं नहीं मैं कर लूंगी, आई विल डू इट, नो नीड फॉर ऑल दोस थिंग्स. आर यू इन दैट कैटेगरी? Many times it happens. So somewhere, right? So somewhere, even I started believing all these things. I earn love through effort. यानी मैं सब काम करूंगी तो ही मुझे सब प्यार करेंगे. If I do everything, only then people will love me. So this is also a belief that we are carrying. It is not the truth. It is not the truth. It is just a belief that we carry. Do you feel people will love you only when you do everything? The people who will love you will keep on loving you even if you don't do whatever you are doing. This is a fact. The people who will love you will keep on loving you because their love is not because you are doing certain things. Then that is like, that is not a love. That is just fake. Fake. But the true love is people who will love you even when you don't do the things, are the real people whom you should be around. Where what about, like, let us talk about leadership. What is leadership? Now imagine if I approached my home as a leader, what would I delegate? मैं क्या क्या delegate करूंगी अगर मैं एक leader हूँ? तो what will I try to do as a leader? I would try to delegate certain things what I cannot do, what I don't want to do. I might be good at certain things, but I might not be good at certain things. It's not that every woman is good at doing everything. कुछ चीजें ऐसी होगी जो मैं कर सकती हूँ, जो कुछ चीजें ऐसी है जो मैं नहीं कर सकती. So why not delegate it to someone else? Delegate means let other person do it. If you have someone who can do it, well and good. If you cannot, then you can hire some help. What would I communicate clearly when I am delegating? Do I communicate clearly to the person who I'm delegating? क्या मैं उस सामने वाले को बता दे रही हूँ कि मुझे क्या क्या काम करना है? उनको क्या क्या काम करना है। लाइक सपोज आपने एक डस्टिंग वाली को रखा, तो डस्टिंग वाली को क्या क्या करना है वो सारी चीज आपको बताएंगे। राइट, आप सब बताओगे उसको कि आपको ये चीज चाहिए करना है। आप जो भी चीज साफ करोगे आपको वापस वहां पर रखना है। सब चीज को पोंछ पाछ के बराबर वहां पर रखना है, कुछ भी चीज इधर से उधर उधर से इधर नहीं होना चाहिए। राइट, जस्ट लाइक यू tell your mate. Similarly, in your house, you might be staying in a joint family. If you're not staying in a joint family, still if you're staying in a nuclear family, you will have four people with you, or at least three people. Can you delegate certain tasks? कि हस्बैंड ये कर लेगा, बच्चा ये कर लेगा, मैं ये कर लूंगी। या फिर दो बच्चे हैं तो ये बच्चा ये करेगा, दूसरा बच्चा ये करेगा, हस्बैंड ये करेगा और मैं ये करूंगी। कैन यू डेलीगेट दोज थिंग्स? और जो नहीं करना चाह रहे, इफ यू फील दैट ये लोग नहीं करना चाहते, तो कैन यू हायर अ हेल्प? कैन यू हायर समवन? what will happen when you do that? You will get some peace of mind, some me time for yourself. Are you getting my point? Because you are the CEO of your house, right? A CEO, what does the CEO do? If the CEO will do everything, what will happen? He will not be able to handle a lot of all the departments. He has to just delegate certain things. कि भाई आपको ये करना है, ये करना है, आपको ये करना है, आपको ये करना है. He just has to see that all the work is done smoothly. वही हो आप. You are also a CEO of your house, right? You just need to delegate certain things. अगर आपके घर वाले नहीं करना चाहते, can you hire help? And like many times we are not able to say no. हर चीज के लिए हाँ, हाँ मैं कर लूंगी, हाँ मैं कर लूंगी। लड्डू बनाना है, हाँ मैं कर लूंगी। बर्फी बनाना है, हाँ मैं कर लूंगी। घर में दावत है, हाँ सारा खाना मैं बनाऊंगी। क्लीनिंग करना है, बाई नहीं आई, हाँ मैं बाई हूँ, मैं कर लूंगी। आप ऐसा बोलते नहीं हो कि मैं बाई हूँ, बट यू ट्रीट योर सेल्फ एज अ भाई, ओके आई विल डू एवरीथिंग। What will I no longer tolerate as normal? That should be a question. कि ये चीज मैं टॉलरेट नहीं करूंगी। इफ योर बाई इज नॉट कमिंग, कैन यू टेल समवन एल्स, सम अदर बाई टू कम एंड डू द वर्क व्हाट शी इज नॉट डूइंग डन? और यू बिकम द बाई, पूरा सब काम मैं करूंगी। और जब अपन बाई बनते हैं तो फिर अपन तो ज्यादा एक्स्ट्रा पोच पाचने का काम करते हैं। दैट इज व्हाट आई आल्सो डू। इफ माय बाई डजंट कम अप, आई कैन डू ओनली वन पार्ट व्हाट शी डज इन 1 hour. I will do it in 1 hour, only one small part. So what I do is I don't take the responsibility of doing the whole thing. I just delegate. कोई दूसरी बाई होगी, okay, take some money and just do it for me. So I have created a boundary कि ये मैं नहीं करूँ, ये मैं कर सकती हूँ, ये नहीं कर सकती। I will not take the responsibility of doing everything. I will not feel guilty for resting. अगर मैं थक गई हूँ, तो I have the right to say that मैं थक गई हूँ, I need to rest. I'm not feeling well today. I want to rest. My body is not like the same as it used to be. So don't feel guilty about it because you have done so much from past. You've done so much from so many years. So it's don't feel guilty about resting and don't carry that mental load alone. कि ये सारी चीज मुझे ही करना है, मैं नहीं करूंगी तो कौन करेगा? ये जो एक रहता है ना कि मैं नहीं करूंगी तो कौन करेगा, ये जो एक फीलिंग है, इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट। अगर आप देखोगे कि क्रिकेट का टीम है, जो क्रिकेट का टीम रहता है, तो ऐसा नहीं रहता है कि कैप्टन सारा काम करता है। सारे प्लेयर्स मिलके एक टीम बनाते हैं और सारे टीम जब एक साथ मिलके काम करते हैं जब ही जाके वो जीतते हैं। राइट, उसी तरह से वी आर अ होम टीम। So in the home team, someone must be the captain, the other one must be the batsman, the other one must be the fielding person, the other one must be the like whatever. तो हम सब मिलके जब काम करते हैं तभी हम काम पूरा कर सकते हैं और ज्यादा अच्छे से कर सकते हैं। सो वॉट यू टॉलरेट बिकम्स योर लाइफ स्टाइल। आपने ये टॉलरेट कर लिया कि भाई ये तुम्हारा काम है, मैं नहीं कर सकता हूँ। अगर किसी ने ऐसा बोला कि ये मेरा काम नहीं, ये तुम्हारा काम है, और आपने उसको टॉलरेट कर लिया, तो ये आपका लाइफ स्टाइल बन गया। दिस इज योर लाइफ स्टाइल एंड यू हैव, whether you accept it or you don't accept it, all have been there. I have also been there and I have tried to come out of it. Can I share a beautiful story of the queen bee? What does a queen bee do? What if leadership at home is not about doing more, but being a different person together, altogether? ना बी हाइव, एक बी हाइव आपने देखा है कितना छोटा रहता है, फिर वो धीरे 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 बढ़ता जाता है बी हाइव. Hundreds of bees are working. Everyone has a role. Everything runs in synchronicity. No chaos, no burnout. क्या आपने देखा है कभी भी वो ऐसा बोलते हैं अरे मैं तो थक गया हूँ, मुझे तो इतना काम होता है. सब जन बिजी होते हैं. एवरी बी इज जस्ट डूइंग देयर वर्क. द क्वीन बी does not do all the work, does not run around, does not control every bee. Yet the entire hive functions because of her presence. So उसका presence होने की वजह से सारा बी हाइव जो है वो बराबर से काम करता है. She leads with energy, clarity, and she knows के who has to do what thing. There is a role distribution and there is no exhaustion. ये काम उसको करना है, ये काम उसे करना है और ये काम किसी और को करना है. So that is how they have distributed their work. In the queen bee, if the queen bee tries to do everything, the hive will collapse. Collapse का मतलब है कि भाई वो काम नहीं करेगा जैसे करते हैं सब. Now ask yourself, am I the queen or am I trying to be every worker bee, like a worker bee in my house? Worker mode में क्या होता है? Doing everything, constantly running, constantly doing things, going को ये करना है, ये करना है, ये करना है, ये करना है. कपड़े जमाना है, कपड़े खन बराबर रखना है, तो साफ करना है, बॉटल में पानी भरना है, झाड़ू में पानी डालना है, बाजार में जाके सामान लाना है. फीलिंग रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर एवरीथिंग. और क्वीन भी क्या करती है? शी असाइंस रोल्स, शी क्रिएट्स सिस्टम्स एंड शी ट्रस्ट कि पीपल विल डू इट. और अगर नहीं भी किया तो ठीक है, आज नहीं किया कल हो जाएगा. शी प्रोटेक्ट्स हर एनर्जी. A queen does not do everything. She ensures everything gets done. At home, this means everyone has responsibility. You don't overfunction. You stop rescuing. रेस्क्यूइंग यानी कि भाई अरे ये काम नहीं हुआ, अच्छा ठीक है मैं ये कर दूंगी, अच्छा ये काम नहीं हुआ मैं कर दूंगी. आप कभी कभी इलेक्ट्रिशियन का काम भी कर लेते हो. आप कभी कभी बल्ब भी लगा देते हो, वॉशिंग मशीन का भी ठीक कर लेते हो. राइट. मैं कर लूंगी. यू स्टॉप रेस्क्यूइंग. You communicate clearly कि ये काम मैं नहीं कर सकती. You need to get some help and it's good to ask for help. You are not the worker of your home. You are the queen of your home. Is it making sense to you all? Is it a bulb on moment for you all? Are you getting something out of this session? Is it making sense? Thank you, Vishalakshi. So only Vishalakshi is replying. What about other people who have joined in? Are you there? आपको समझ में आ रहा है ना मैं क्या बोल रही हूँ? आई होप आई एम ऑडिबल एंड लाइक यू कैन हियर मी क्लियरली एंड you are able to understand whatever I'm saying, right? So I would like some interaction in the chat box. Are you with me? Are you enjoying the session up till now and how is it going? Thank you. Thank you for those replies. No, it makes me happy to see that okay, कुछ तो जा रहा है, कुछ जा रहा है. Good. So let me share my presentation that I made for you all today. I hope you can see my screen. मेरी screen दिख रही है आप लोगों को? So we are from the exhausted person to we are going to be an empowered person from today onwards. हाँ मुझे पता है कि एक दिन में ये इतना शिफ्ट तो नहीं होगा, बट क्या आपको ये अवेयरनेस हो गई है? एक अवेयरनेस से भी कई बार क्या होता है कि when you have the awareness कि I can change certain things, what will you do? You'll start working towards it. एक दिन में सारी चीज चेंज नहीं होगी. एंड आई ऑल्सो डोंट वांट यू टू क्रिएट अ फाइट इन योर हाउस या लड़ाई झगड़ा नहीं चाहती हूँ मैं. बट मैं ये चाहती हूँ कि आप अपना जो वर्थ है, व्हाट इज योर वर्थ, यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट एंड स्टार्ट वर्किंग टुवर्ड्स इट. So I have asked you all these questions. Are you exhausted? Do you feel that it's faster done when I do it? A good woman mom manages everything silently. Asking for help means I am weak, and if you rest for some time means maybe you are lazy. That's not the truth. Now let's talk about these questions. If you have your pen and paper, as I asked you all these questions, can you share what do you feel when I'm doing things even when I'm exhausted and no one notice? How do you feel जब आप सारा काम करते हैं मगर कोई आपको अप्रिशिएट नहीं करता? When you feel that I can't sit down unless everything is done. We talked about all these things, right? So if you want, you can write down in your book, copy these questions and ask yourself. It is something that you ask yourself. Self-reflection के questions है ये. I would like to go to the next one. These are the beliefs that we talked about, right? And these are the things that I would like you to follow. Try to change certain things in your house. I would delegate without guilt. If I approached my house as a leader, what would change? I am a leader of my house. I am the CEO. So what I would do, I would delegate without guilt. I would communicate expectations clearly instead of assuming कि ये काम उसने करना चाहिए मुझे बोलने की जरूरत नहीं. ये जो चीज है ना ये ऐसा समझना चाहिए is not the right thing. You need to communicate your expectations clearly to the other person. Maybe it's the maid, maybe it's your children, maybe it's your husband, maybe it's your daughter-in-law, your mother-in-law, or whosoever you're talking to. I would stop over-functioning so others can step in. मैं ये नहीं कर सकती. हाँ मैं मिठाई बना दूंगी, मैं ये मेन कोर्स बना दूंगी, सलाद आप बना देना, क्रॉकरी आप निकाल देना. Can you do that? Can you try to delegate certain part of your work to someone else? I would focus on systems rather than sacrificing my all time in doing things. How do you create systems? Is by delegating and by, कि even if you are not there, the work keeps on going on. Suppose आपको कहीं बाहर जाना है. Suddenly, if you have to go out for a marriage, say if you are going out for a marriage for 8 days, do you feel your home will not work? क्या आपको ऐसा लगता है कि घर का सारा कामकाज खत्म हो जाएगा या बंद हो जाएगा या सारा कामकाज आपके लिए रखा रहेगा जब तक आप नहीं वापस आओगे? डज इट हैपन लाइक दैट? खाना पीना तो सब लोग खा ही लेते हैं ना घर पे किसी ना किसी तरह से, राइट? सो बाकी सारी चीजें भी कर ही लेंगे. सो यू हैव टू क्रिएट अ सिस्टम कि इवन इफ यू आर नॉट देयर द वर्क कीप्स ऑन गोइंग ऑन. I would prioritize my energy, not just everyone else's needs. No, my energy is also very important. What is my energy? Is कि भाई मैं खुश रहूंगी और अगर मैं पीसफुल रहूंगी ये ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है. इस इसके कि भाई उसके लिए ये उसके लिए सैंडविच बनाना है और उनके लिए सलाद बनाना है उसके लिए सूप बनाना है या फिर उसके लिए जाके बाहर से कुछ मे बी यू हैव टू गेट सर्टेन थिंग्स फ्रॉम देयर. तो ये सारी चीजें मतलब ये जो नीड्स है फॉर ऑफ द अदर पीपल हु आर स्टेइंग टुगेदर, is that very important for you or is your energy very important? If you don't feel like doing it, can you say no that I cannot do it? And do you think that I would create a home where everyone contributes? Create a home such a way that everyone contributes some way. It should not be that I am taking up the responsibility. I will try to do everything and I will control each and every person. ये आपको करना है, ये आपने क्यों नहीं किए, ये आपको करना है, ये आपको you have to do it and you have to maybe I will just check okay it's done, that's it. So what do you have to shift from doing everything to ensuring everything gets done in the right way? Or maybe let's just get it done. It's not necessary that it has to be perfect. Don't run after perfectionism. Just see that okay, it's done. धीरे धीरे उनको भी आदत पड़ जाएगी of doing things in the right way. Now, what will I no longer tolerate as normal? What are the things that you don't want to tolerate anymore? Maybe being the only one responsible for everything, and feeling guilty for resting, carrying that mental load alone. मैंने ये अभी अच्छा मुझे उसकी सफाई करना है, अभी मुझे वॉशिंग मशीन में कपड़े लगाना है, बॉटल में पानी भरना है, कपड़े झाड़ों को देखना है, झाड़ों के अंदर पानी डालना है, पंखा नहीं चल रहा है, इलेक्ट्रिशियन को बुलाना है. All those things, you carry it all alone, carrying the mental load कि भाई अरे सारा काम मुझे ही करना है. So you have to learn to say no. What will you no longer tolerate as normal? That is, you have to decide. Saying it's okay when it actually isn't. No, uh, I mean to say, like, when you feel that it is not okay, just say that it's not okay. Just be clear about it. Don't say it's okay. जैसे किसी ने आपको बोल दिया कि भाई आप प्लीज मेरा ये काम कर दोगे क्या, you're going there, can you get this thing to get this thing for me? If it is like it is in your time period, or if you can do it easily, it's okay, then you can say okay. But if it is not, if you have to go out of your way and do certain things, can you say no? Can you say I'm sorry, I cannot do it? एंड रनिंग योर सेल्फ एम्प्टी, यानी भाई आप इतना काम कर करके इतना थक जाते हो कि यू आर कंप्लीटली एम्प्टी इनसाइड, एंड देन यू फील कि दिस इज लव, like you're giving love to everyone. But when you're giving, you should also get it from there, right? What I tolerate becomes my lifestyle is what the thing we need to learn. An identity shift. As the queen of your home, what are the things I will lead with clarity and not chaos? मैंने क्या होता है कई बार हम करते 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 हैं, फिर बाद में हमारे दिल में हमको ऐसा लगता है कि भाई कोई हमको नहीं समझता है, कोई समझता नहीं है कि भाई मैं अकेली कर रही हूँ, मैं कितना कर सकती हूँ, आई एम टायर्ड ऑफ डूइंग इट, एंड वन डे यू जस्ट एक्सप्लोर. So instead of exploding, or instead of becoming that person, तुमने ये क्यों नहीं किया, तुमने ऐसा क्यों नहीं किया, ये ग्लास उठाया है, ग्लास क्यों नहीं रखा है, ये बॉटल यहाँ पे क्यों रखी हुई है, ये कपड़े यहाँ क्यों गिरे हुए हैं, doing that nagging with your family members, can you uh, clearly communicate to them that this is something for everyone, like it's for us all, but rather than creating a chaos of it. I hope you're getting it. So speak my needs without guilt, build systems that support me. So you're building a system, allow others to grow by stepping back. Sometimes when you step back, others take charge. Others want to take charge, but because you are not allowing them to do it, what they are doing is they are taking it easy. वो सोचते हैं कि भाई जाने दो, ये कर रहे हैं ना, कर लेंगे. बट कई बार वो चाहते हैं कि काम करें, बट बिकॉज यू आर नॉट स्टेपिंग बैक, दे आर नॉट टेकिंग अप द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. यू नीड टू प्रोटेक्ट योर एनर्जी लाइक इट मैटर्स. जैसे आपकी एनर्जी गोल्ड है, गोल्ड कितना महंगा हो गया ना, हम इतना सा भी गोल्ड कैसे तिजोरी में संभाल के रखते हैं, उसी तरह से हमारी एनर्जी इज ऑल्सो वेरी प्रेशियस. यू नीड टू प्रिजर्व एंड प्रोटेक्ट योर एनर्जीज. चूज पीस ओवर परफेक्शन. जैसे मैंने बताया ना कि भाई कई बार लोग मतलब अपने बच्चों के ऊपर, स्कूल से आए कपड़े नहीं उतारते, दे डोंट रिमूव देयर क्लोथ्स, दे जस्ट वांट टू रिलैक्स. थक गए बेचारे स्कूल से आके, एंड यू आर बैक ऑफ देम नैगिंग, कपड़े बदलो, कपड़े वॉशिंग मशीन में डालो, और कपड़े उतार के यहाँ क्यों फेंक दिए हैं, इसको उठा के वहां रखो, पानी की बोतल वहां रखो, टिफिन का डब्बा वापस रखे कि नहीं. नो, ऑल दोस थिंग्स हैपेंस. आई एम जस्ट गिविंग एन एग्जांपल. आई डोंट नो, it must be different for you, but are you choosing peace or perfection? ठीक है, अगर उन्होंने नहीं रखे, नेक्स्ट डे डब्बा नहीं रहेगा, उनको डब्बा नहीं मिलेगा कल नेक्स्ट डे. दैट इज व्हाट यू हैव टू कम्युनिकेट टू देम. अगर डब्बा धोने में नहीं आया, कल आपको डब्बा नहीं मिलेगा. सिंपल एज दैट. देन यू फिगर आउट नेक्स्ट डे व्हाट यू हैव टू डू. अगर पानी की बोतल आपकी नहीं आई, पानी की बोतल नहीं भर के रखी, तो अगर आपको पानी चाहिए तो यू नीड टू कीप द बॉटल ओवर देयर. कैन यू कम्युनिकेट दैट rather than creating a chaos or being a perfectionist. You want everything done in the right way. ये ऐसा ही होना चाहिए, ये ऐसा ही होना चाहिए. That's sometimes not possible because it's just like the fingers of our hand. Fingers are not same, right? We have all different fingers. In the same way, the people living in with us cannot be similar. So we have to just create that peace rather than creating that perfectionism. And you have to have this mindset that I'm not here to serve endlessly. I'm here to create harmony. Creating harmony is different from serving endlessly. Try to understand these are two different things. Serve endlessly कब करते हैं? कि कोई भी इंसान थक जाता है, वैसे ही आप भी थक जाओ. सो डोंट हैव दिस इंटेंशन कि भाई मुझे काम करते रहना करते रहना करते रहना. बट आपको क्या करना है? यू हैव टू क्रिएट एन हार्मनी इन द हाउस, create that peace in the house. That should be a mindset. And you can communicate what I will stop doing. There must be certain things that you don't want to, but still you keep on doing, thinking that I have to or I should. So what are the things I will stop doing? Doing everything myself to feel in control, over explaining my need for rest, waiting for people to understand without expressing, believing that burnout is normal, saying yes when I mean to say no, abandoning myself to keep everything running. Can you say, can you stop saying yes when you want to say no? Every time I overdo, I undervalue myself because whatever you are doing is creating you are showing others that what how you value yourself. So what you need to do is I am no longer the tired worker of my house. I am the conscious leader of my space. And from today, I choose support over sacrifice. कि जो दिमाग में भरा है ना कि भाई सैक्रिफाइस करना चाहिए एज अ वुमेन, यू नीड टू सैक्रिफाइस योर लाइफ. It's not the truth. It's just a myth. The fact is you need support. You don't need to sacrifice yourself. Shift from worker to queen. If you are a worker, change yourself to a queen. If you are a queen, I will give you 100%. You are like 10 on 10 for me. I took a long time to reach this place. I'm still working on myself. I'm still working on myself. Work in progress, I would say. So check, check. Are you the work in the worker mode or are you the queen energy in your house? Here I would like to stop my share. So is it making sense to you all? Did this session make any sense to you all? Uh, did it uh, did it help you some way? If yes, can you type yes in the chat box if made sense to you? So let's do a small meditation. Okay, let's do a small meditation. Wherever you are, please sit comfortably. If you are lying down, maybe you can lie down in Shavasana. But there is something also left beyond this meditation session. So don't go off to sleep. And if you're sitting, see to it that you are touching the ground. And let's do a meditation. Please settle and sit straight. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Again, take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Now imagine your house. This time, you are very calm, you are supported, you are not running everywhere. You see yourself as the queen of your house, as if there is an invisible crown on your head. You're not doing everything, but everything flows with you. Now affirm with me. You can repeat after me. I release the need to do everything myself. I release the need to do everything myself. I allow support into my life. I allow support into my life. I am worthy of rest. I lead with peace. I am worthy of rest. I lead with peace. Now take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Now try to come back and slowly open your eyes. See the version of you changing into the new you. You are the conscious leader of your house. And share with me, how are you feeling? How does it feel? Share with me if you have done this activity with me. How is it feeling? Good? Great. What about others? Share with me, how did you feel doing this activity? Now just think about it. If just doing this activity, just visualizing it, made you feel good, if you really do it in your real life, how will your life look like? I don't want this session just like, I don't want you to think about this session like just any other session. I want this to be something you take into your life. I want this, whatever we have discussed today, to you to implement in your life. So I would like to ask one simple question to you all. What is one thing you are taking from this session? एक चीज जो आप इस सेशन से ले रहे हो and that you would like to implement in your life. What is that one thing that you really love and you want to implement that in your life? Type in the chat box. What is one thing that you took from this session and you would like to implement it in your life? Delegate. Thank you, Vishalakshi. Self-value. Thank you. I don't know your name, Ben. Xiomi. I don't know what is your name, but yeah, thank you for sharing. What will you stop doing from today? What will you start doing differently from today? And what will you no longer tolerate as normal? Have you written it down or maybe made up like your mind that you will not tolerate this? Very good. Thank you for that. I'm okay. Maria Ben from Indore. Welcome and it's, great to have you here. So, three things we are going to do, right? What will I stop doing from today? What will I start doing differently from today? And what will I no longer tolerate as normal from today? Because clarity without action will change nothing. If you are just thinking, 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 it will not change anything. So, as the queen of your home, what is one shift you are committed to? As Vishalakshi mentioned, delegating, asking for help, creating a system, prioritizing yourself, as Maria Ben mentioned, self love, self value, set boundaries. I'm so happy to hear all these things. So, transformation doesn't happen in any session. Transformation happens when you make the decision, when you choose yourself and decide that this is not going to be my life anymore. I am going to change the trajectory of my life. So I want you to remember before we are just coming to the end of the session. And before I end, I want you to remember this. When you are happy, your home feels it. No? When you are peaceful, your family feels it. But when you are suffering silently, that energy also spreads in your house. So this is not selfish. This is a responsibility because you are the strongest pillar of your house. और अगर ये पिलर वीक हो जाता है तो पूरा स्ट्रक्चर हिल जाता है राइट डू यू नो लाइक यू आर द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट पिलर ऑफ योर हाउस जो सर्कस होता है वो एक पिलर के ऊपर खड़ा रहता है जो सर्कस का तंबू बना रहता है वो एक पिलर के ऊपर खड़ा रहता है एंड दैट पिलर इज द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट पिलर और आपको पता है कितना बड़ा होता है वो इट्स सो ह्यूज उसी तरह से आप एक पिलर हो आपके घर आपके फैमिली के सो अगर आप अगर वीक होते हो या इफ यू आर नॉट वेल या इफ यू आर एंग्री और इफ यू आर कैरिंग समथिंग इन योर हार्ट व्हाट इज हैपनिंग वो स्ट्रक्चर जो है ना वो स्ट्रक्चर थोड़ा सा क्रैक्स डेवलप करता है सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट यू स्टे हैप्पी एंड लाइवली सो आई होप यू all the best and as you mentioned, you are going to work on whatever things you have mentioned. You start working on doing certain small changes because these small changes will help you create a better life. Let's not try to change everything in one day. Let's slowly build ourselves. Learn to say no without guilt. Ask for help. Try to prioritize yourself. Your energy is precious. Because you are not just the managing a home, you are shaping the energy of that home. And you don't need to sacrifice yourself to keep everything together. You need to support yourself so everything stays together.